3, 2, 1.
All right, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message for Peach McIntyre and My Jazzy Life. Spirit, what is it that you want me to share, moving in love and light? This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's just get into it. Okay. All right, so Spirit is acknowledging when it comes to these two energies together, My Jazzy Life and Peach McIntyre, there is something that Spirit is wanting to say to the both of them. It's like a combined energy, but it's saying be quiet. It's saying close your mouth, silence, discretion, contemplation, equanimity, consideration, and privacy is needed. And it feels like a very layered energy. I will be honest, it does feel like it's kind of focused on them as individuals, but then there's going to be a combined energy that they too are going to have to Spirit says reconcile, okay, because there's going to be an energy that they're not going to be able to be in the same I want to say the same room with each other, and that's just like a metaphor for saying like they don't coexist well. Okay, Spirit is acknowledging when it comes to these two women that the pot calling the kettle black. So there's always like this hypocrisy, this blame game, these fingers pointed, but you have to pay attention to the fingers that are pointed back at you. Take responsibility, for lack of better words. Spirit is acknowledging that this is going to be communicated. So again, it's layered. It's like as individuals, but then collective. These two do not belong in the same room together. That's just what Spirit just keeps saying. Okay. Spirit is also acknowledging that this energy also has to do with their romantic partners. And so what's happening here is a trauma bond. Okay, you're bonding over your trauma. You're bonding over your likeness in despair. Like, I'm just going to continue to tell you guys what the download is, and that's just that. If you've watched my readings before, I've always said I'm going to adhere to it. I'm going to be 10 toes down. I'm not going to sway because it's my it's my download, right? And it's like, why would I do that? So I'm 10 toes down my ancestors, and I feel like this is the message that's coming through, divinely coming through. Okay, all right. But anyway, soul partnership, residence, true love, mirror match, blessings, and a life mate. So it's just a lot of drama between these two when it comes to relationship and the conversations around the relationship. But again, it's a layered energy. Spirit just keeps letting me know, like, these two people do not belong in the same room together. Right now, they're putting their boats into the water to gain directions, or direction. Boats equal direction for me. And so when there's more boats, it's like you're kind of scrambling to try to find something that's going to produce the result that you're seeking. Okay. And it's also manifesting, bending things to work towards your will. There is a water sign here, or it could just be like these people are just very emotional about the relationship, but also about the direction that they're going in. Okay, fulfillment, enthusiasm, follow your bliss and money, passion projects do you. Spirit is acknowledging that in their lives, separately, but also in this energy of them wanting to be in the quote unquote same room. It's going to bring a temporary intensity. It's going to be raining cats and dogs. Again, another hint at rain, which is emotion, for me when I'm reading, or it could just be indicating an element, like a water sign element. Thank you, Spirit. So surrender, this too shall pass, release and cleansing. So Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck. Okay. And Spirit is also acknowledging they have a lot of negative energy on them, so they need to remove this negative energy by doing what people call a spiritual bath. Okay, and it's just basically cleansing of your aura, cleansing of your mind, body, soul, and spirit to release whatever is no longer serving you. Okay, so if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Focus on self-love, relaxation, regeneration, sanctity within, and replenishment. On the bottom of the deck, Spirit just wants me to know that subconsciously this could be around a manifestation. Like I said before, trying to get the mental and the tangible to come together to give forth life to what it is that you desire. But there is also the heavy energy of manipulating energy, and this is very emotional, but this is also tapping into the solar plexus chakra, just saying I can do what I say I want to do. But then I see black also, which lets me know that there is some energy of protection, protecting oneself, being protected. But then we also see a physical body here that is carrying a child. So I mean, it could be either, or it could be the manifestation of the things that you wish and desire, or this could be an actual child coming forth. Okay, but again, the focus would be to release yourself of any negative energy that is around you, because you have the ability to do that. Okay. Let's dive a little deeper. Okay, so Peach McIntyre, how does she feel about, what's her overall energy towards My Jazzy Life? All right. There's nothing there. Like, listen, this is my still little daily card from my ancestors. They said, if that ain't truth, grits ain't groceries. Believe it, trustworthiness, watch for signs, intuition, lucidity, and the real deal. She subconsciously is looking at this relationship as an accomplishment, a triumph, another layer on the cake. Okay, talent, accolades, and fame. Thank you for helping me get another layer on the cake. It's just like using you as a stepping stool or a step up. Like, that's just what I'm saying in my mind. Literally, I'm seeing someone stepping on a concrete step and allowing themselves to go even higher. I will use you as leverage. Okay, I will use you as leverage. She is calculating. Spirit is, thank you, Spirit. Spirit is also acknowledging that there's this energy of being a nonconformist when it comes to my jazzy life. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to change my routine. I'm not going to change my formula. I'm not going to change my behavior, my pattern. This is who I am. This is giving me some earth sign energy, earth sign element. But swinging on the front porch, good times, cozy feeling, slowing down, being in nature, and thankful. So this, I'm just being completely honest, you guys. This is very selfish energy. Okay. All right. Moving on. My Jazzy Life. How does she feel towards Peach? Okay, My Jazzy Life feels like she's sweating like a sinner in church. There's guilt, remorse, nerves, worry, confession, coming clean, apology, and integrity is needed. Now, why would she be hiding? And what is she hiding? What does she know? So there's an energy of keeping something, that's just what Spirit says, keeping something. But this is also like, this is how she sees Peach, you know, sweating like a sinner in church, guilt, remorse, nerves, worry. Subconsciously, she's acknowledging that her energy towards her is that there is an intensity, a temporary intensity. Surrender, this too shall pass, release, cleansing. It's raining cats and dogs. And in the middle of the deck, she's acknowledging that she kind of like is very... What's the word? Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm hearing mentorship, but I'm also hearing oh man. Infatuation. There's this infatuation that kind of like gives her crazy eyes when it comes to Peach. Total contentment is a yes, success, wishes granted, mastery, joyous resolution. So there's this thing about being able to hear her say her name, being able to hear her support her. It kind of like makes her feel very, very, very empowered. Like a go-get-it energy. Like, I got her support. I don't need nobody else support kind of energy. But again, it's crazy eyes. It's giving me crazy eyes. Okay. But subconsciously, it feels like My Jazzy Life knows that there's something that Peach does that probably isn't the best. So you see, in the middle of the deck, what we're not seeing is she's acknowledging where you raised in a barn, poor manners, lack of tact, courtesy, impoliteness, social grace is required, that she needs to get grounded. So I'll just say this really quickly. You two do not belong in the same room. Energy wise, it just keeps acknowledging like you should not be in the same room together. And that is figuratively and actually like realistically. Your energies just don't. Okay, so Spirit is acknowledging when it comes to these two that someone is very unique, misunderstood. There's a lot of unknowns about this person, and mystery, unknown, second time we hear it, and intriguing. See, there's something very intriguing that's luring the other person into the other, and it's very interesting that one is lured into their energy field for one reason, and then it's the same thing for the other. Spirit is acknowledging that with these two women, there's a lot of ego, bossy, weakness, and helplessness in this energy, that this relationship is very rushed and impulsive, and that they can be very rushing and impulsive in their actions. And Spirit also says that there's ignorance in this energy, limits, informal education. You see how they're on computer, but it's in reverse. So you're not really learning anything. What you're doing is projecting this energy of ignorance, limits, informal education. Okay, Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck. And that this has a lot to do with financial fears. Like what they do has a lot to do with their financial fears, living in a mindset of scarcity and transparency, divulging too much information, Spirit is saying. Remember the first card, it said, shh, it's too much information being put out. Overall energy in regards to Peach McIntyre in My Jazzy Life. Thank you, Spirit. Podcast, blah, blah, blah. So it's just like a lot of talking. Hey. Thank you, Spirit. Do you love the sound of your own voice? Do you believe the world needs to be informed of your nuanced opinion on everything? Could be time you got your own show. The masses need your brand of authority right now. How will you wield your power with a microphone in front of you? Draw another card to see whether this direction will have a positive or negative impact on the world around you. So because it said to shuffle and pull another card, I will. In regards to the podcast energy for My Jazzy Life and Peach McIntyre. Feral. We got a feral cat here. Do you need to eat something, to drink some water perhaps, or just to take a nap? If you are hissing at the sun or other people, then you might need some time to regenerate, reintegrate into the social constructs of the world. I know it doesn't make sense. I don't make the rules. P.S. It's okay to not always be polite. So Spirit is acknowledging that there is just something about them that makes, okay, because let's just be honest, feral cats don't have homes. And so they kind of like run the street. And so it feels like they're not accepting their place that they co-signed and contracted in to this world. I mean, if I just be completely honest, it's just an energy of being very frazzled, stressed. It says you might need to reintegrate into the social constructs of the world. Like get in motion with what's going on. It's almost as if they are in their own world all the time. And it's setting them and it's putting them in a space where they are unreachable. You can't communicate. You can't connect. They're feral cats. All right, moving forward. Overall energy for the relationship between My Jazzy Life and Peach McIntyre. Gentle gardener. So again, someone is manifesting one or both. Using the other as a manifestation, even possible. Be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. So Spirit's just acknowledging that they are definitely planting seeds and waiting for seeds to grow, but it really, what the intention behind what you're doing and what you're planting matters. Focus on positive. My Jazzy Life and Peach McIntyre. Current energy. Thank you. They're playing. They're into the games. They're playing games. They're sitting back and watching it unfold on television as well. Spirit is saying subconsciously, they need to be careful. Okay. So just be careful. Just be careful. Love is a battlefield as well for these two. But while you're playing these games subconsciously, you're getting played. Like, be careful. Be careful in the area of your heart chakra. Be careful in the area of intimacy. Be careful because it's a game. It's a game. Okay. Spirit is also acknowledging that in the, there's a lot of bugaboo energy around these two in the area of love, passion, right? But it just keeps acknowledging that there is something here that is going to be recorded, or a sound bite, or some kind of information that's on a recorder device when it comes to these two. And There's an announcement. So you keep having this microphone, maybe a podcast, but there's information with these two that's going to be getting out. And Spirit said again, thank you, Spirit. Somebody's getting played. I mean, it just keeps saying that that one is manipulating the other. Manipulation, lies, controlling, and pulling strings, just to have leverage, to have something else to talk about. It feels like, okay. How does Peach McIntyre see My Jazzy Life? Okay, Peach McIntyre sees My Jazzy Life as the witch in reverse. Bitch, harmful intent, ill will, harm onto others or self, backfire, dishonesty, force, misuse of magic, spiritual differences, liar, troublemaker, bitterness, groundless, greed, hidden agenda, dark magic, enchantress, evil spirited. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So she know you into it and she calling it out. It's going to be a topic. It's going to be something that she talks about. Okay, and how does My Jazzy Life see? See, My Jazzy Life sees Peach McIntyre as the bag. Self-worth, values, discipline, gain, income, resources, money management, placeholder, support, gains, but benefit, power, savings, earnings, abundance, profession, work, career, path, finances are a factor. So she sees her as the bag, having the bag, holding the bag. That's it. Okay. What is Peach McIntyre hiding from My Jazzy Life?
Hey.
Thank you, Spirit. My family. Family matters. Subconsciously, there is an energy of someone having a new love. So your focus is on your family. You got your computer, you got your coffee, boom, right? But subconsciously, there's an energy that you know somebody is out here doing mingling, okay? And in the middle of the deck, she's acknowledging that she can't say anything about it. If you tell anyone, she can't speak on it. Kind of energy is coming through. All right, so overall energy for Peach McIntyre and My Jazzy Life. Nine of Wands. So there is excitement here in an area of passion, but also in business. Gathering strength, learning from the past, close to success, persistence. Subconsciously, Spirit is acknowledging that in pursuit of this, there's an energy of being an absent mother, being rude, and being a dependent woman with the Queen of Swords, air sign energy. In the middle of the deck, what we're not saying when it comes to these two women with the Two of Swords, air sign energy, is that they're both at a crossroad. They both have to make some very tough decisions. They have to face their fears. They are in denial because they do not want to accept the truth. Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck. This has to do with the King of Wands. This has to do with someone who is coming off masculine, who is charismatic, a natural leader, but they're very bold in their decisions and how they make decisions and taking control. That's what we're not seeing. Okay, so Spirit said what else? This person creates injustice for one or both of them, unfair circumstances, and due to their dishonesty with the Justice card in reverse, Thank you. Spirit is also acknowledging that this person, for one of the both of them, creates a lot of conflict in their life, chaos, arguments, competition, and rivalry. Okay, now how does Peaches feel about My Jazzy Life? Thank you, Spirit. Well, the Ten of Wands, she feels like My Jazzy Life has a lot of challenges, a lot of responsibilities. She's stressed, exhausted, and overextending. With the Three of Pentacles, though, she wants to collab with her for money. She wants to collab with her to leverage. Okay, rubbing shoulders with the right people, recognition, goals, hard work paying off. See, keep saying that about how Peaches sees My Jazzy Life. Spirit is also acknowledging in the middle of the deck that she sees her as wanting to grow up, but there's some abuse here. There's like child abuse, neglect, etc. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. And Spirit is also acknowledging that she feels like she needs to let go of the past. All right, now how does My Jazzy Life see Peach McIntyre? All right, with the Four of Pentacles, My Jazzy Life sees Peach McIntyre as, look, money, possessive, saving, hoarding, holding on to things tightly, materialism. She's acknowledging that there's a lack of growth with her when it comes to the foundation of who she is. Impatience and laziness. In the middle of the deck, with the Knight of Pentacles, she's acknowledging that she sees that Peach McIntyre works for what she wants. She's consistent, persistent, conservative, and a responsible person. So she sees her as, again, like a mentor. I don't know how else to say it. What is their biggest obstacle, Peach McIntyre and My Jazzy Life? Biggest obstacle is unable to let go of the heartbreak that they both. So again, it's like a trauma bond. Compromise and overcoming sadness. They cannot. It's an obstacle for them due to heartbreak. Another big obstacle for them with the Two of Swords is that they are indecisive. They are unable to make decisions. They're unable to detach themselves with their emotions. They are overwhelmed and they can't get grounded. Spirit is acknowledging that they both suffer from an energy where they can't tap into their intuition, that they're constantly trying to use intimacy as a form, thank you Spirit, as a form of releasing tension, and that they both struggle with wanting attention but not being able to cut through the unwanted attention. So it's really like, again, from that first card when Spirit said be quiet, it's like you overly expose too much information. And when people form an opinion, it makes you feel like you're getting unwanted attention, but it's also a block. Like, you have to know when to stop. You have to know when to say that's too much information, so it doesn't bite you in the butt later. You know what I'm saying? Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck about a big obstacle. Spirit is saying lying to yourself is a big obstacle. Intuition, revealing secrets with the Moon card in reverse. With the Eight of Cups, faking happiness, stagnation, and low self-esteem are all obstacles. Another thing would be with the Knight of Pentacles, a deadbeat parent is in their energy field. One or both of them could be yours in their energy field, but these are obstacles that present themselves to them. Being boring is an obstacle, because when you have to do the kind of jobs that they do, you have to constantly have content that would grasp the attention. So they don't want to be boring. And broken promises is an obstacle as well. A lot of people in their energy field break promises, but they themselves will have broken promises to themselves. That's just a download, okay? What's next for Peach McIntyre and My Jazzy Life combined energy? What's next? Okay, so Spirit is acknowledging with the Nine of Pentacles, they're going to continue to work for what they want, being persistent, conservative, and responsible person, because one is helping the other. And just as what the energy says, Spirit is also acknowledging subconsciously. This has to do with men trying to help their men to be persistent and work for what they want, with the King of Pentacles to help bring more income into the home, reaching their goals, businessman, stability, empire. They have that in common. But Spirit is also acknowledging that they are going to have delays because there's nowhere else to go, and they're going to be returning home. So subconsciously, this is like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Sending them love and light. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck. It won't let me stop. They're going to continue to try to be creative. They're going to try to work around it and be creative and be fun and tap into their willpower. And look, they got the magic wand, just trying to manifest things to bend into their desires, to bend to their needs, to their wants. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.